Hello! Today I'm going to talk about a book that I've been reading and recording and editing, and it's taken me a long time. It's a good sized book, so it's a bit of a project, but I'm loving it. I found a book on Project Gutenberg. However, it is not in the public domain in all countries. It is not in the public domain in the United States. So I have already recorded it. I am in the process of editing it, but it will only be released initially to Australia. I hope to Canada. I think it's available in Canada, but the US, it is not available. So yeah, that's partly why I'm talking to you today. I love to read. I love these old books. How this one escaped me, I'll never know, but it's by Charles Williams. He's a brilliant, brilliant author, and this book is amazing. The subject matter is tarot cards, and they fascinate me as well. The book was published in 1932 in London, and he's written a lot of books. But yeah, like I said, I've never read any, but I will be reading more after this one. This book is it's about a family that lives in London, and there's a young girl, and she's engaged to a gypsy boy. Now, he's a smart kid. He's a barrister, and but he's most assuredly a gypsy. He looks like a gypsy, and he acts like one. Okay, so there's that. And she's from an upstanding family, and they like to put on the airs, but a friend of the father's leaves several sets of cards, and when he passes, and that's what the story's about. So there's an evening, and everybody comes over, and they just decide, hey, let's pull the cards out and check them out. I want to show my fiance. And the two characters that are really fascinating, really, there's one in particular, but the two female, all three of the females. And there's like a crone, there's every woman, and it kind of, the story, and I haven't gotten all the way through. Usually I learn a lot by the time I go through the complete editing process, and like I said, I haven't done that. I'm probably close to halfway done. And when I do, I pick up a lot of things that, yes, initially I'll have some thoughts about it, but then the painstaking process of cleaning up and editing, you do keep hearing things over and over and over again, and it's like, wow, things start to sink in. And anyway, one of the main characters in the story is kind of like an archetypal woman, not unlike those in the tarot deck. I have a series in my playlist of tarot cards, and I have some others that I use. I don't use them all the time, but basically, in a nutshell, if you're not familiar with tarot cards, they are a representation of life. Like they're like a complete representation of life. So, for instance, there's the judge, there's the queen, there's the princess, there's the mother, there's the lovers. So you follow what I'm saying. It's like, it's everything. And then from there, it's earth, air, water, fire. It's all the elements. And so this book is about tarot cards. It is called The Greater Trumps. I don't think I said that at the beginning, but I'm sure I have a picture, so you know that by now. And it's fascinating the way it weaves the cards into a story. And the cards, and not necessarily even the cards, I don't want to give any of it away if you haven't read it yet, because I encourage you to. There is a free PDF online, so anybody can read it, but I'm not able to record it for the United States like I generally would. But because the story was so fascinating to me, I went ahead and took on the project anyway, because I am able to at least release it in a few places. So plus I just enjoyed it, and I will be reading more, and if I'll try to find one of his that is in the public domain. It touches on some subject matters that are really not mainstream, and I don't know if maybe they were back then. You know, I'm starting to gather that they were, because I know we went through a period in our country and probably the world where spiritualism was a lot more commonplace than it is now. Now it's, you know, religion, not necessarily personal spiritualism. And that's what tarot cards are about. It's about reading what's going on in your life through cards. You know, it's just because everything is energy, and the energy that you have comes in through the cards, and just by shuffling them, that is how it works. You know, that's a very simplified way that they work. And what takes some time is the interpretation. But I do find them fascinating. There are so many beautiful decks out there. And no, they're not the devil. They're not the work of the devil. I think they help you get in touch with parts of yourself that are hidden. They're essential parts of ourselves. And what tarot cards do, because they're archetypal, and that means they are, you know, the essence of, let's just take it for instance, the essence of the devil, or the essence of a priest. They're called the Hierophant, but in the tarot deck, or the Lovers. It's when you look at a card, and even, you know, different decks from deck to deck, you will see that the feel of it and the energy that is projected from that card, it's like it just radiates the Lovers, or it just radiates a Judge. You get what I'm saying. And so when you're shuffling a deck, and then whatever cards you get, even if you really don't know what you're doing at first, if you want to try to learn how to use tarot cards, just play with them. And what people say is to start with the Major Arcana. And in the book, the greater trumps, they're called that's the Major Arcana. That is the central theme of this book. So it's fascinating. I hope that you guys will check it out. I don't want to tell you any more about the story, but it is basically a fascinating way that the tarot cards have been woven into a story format, and it blew my mind in a lot of places, a lot of areas. Like, wow. No, I'm not going to give away any of the good stuff, but please check it out. I know that I'm showing a picture of it. If you just type in the Greater Trumps, there's a few PDFs online. Project Gutenberg has it under Project Gutenberg Australia. And then I saw some other site had it also. There's also Amazon sells it. So if you'd like to buy the book, it is a fascinating book. If you're into occult, and occult does not mean devil worshiping, it means hidden knowledge. Occult means hidden. This is one of those books that you would really enjoy. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you check out the book. If you are in the countries, you know, if you're in Australia or Canada, please be watching for this video, because I will be publishing it very soon. Like I said, I'm about halfway through. Thank you guys. Take care.